tonight, John. Kansas and Baylor, a couple of teams that College Game Day basketball will see on the tour once that starts next month. Osweiler, quick completion to Bell. George with his second catch of the night. He stopped by the freshman Jonathan McKnight.
Osweiler's got to be very careful here late at the end of the first half, starting this drive inside his own 10-yard line. There have been some questionable decisions, questionable throws into tight windows. He's got to be 100% sure on this drive.
On the ground with Marshall. He gets up, maybe nosing just across the 15.
Just no pop. The offensive lines, man, they're just not coming out and just fighting. They're not getting it, man. There's no win up front by these guys.
Arizona State is 2 for 9 on third down tonight. Osweiler runs and gets up close to the 20-yard line, and where the officials are coming in, I believe, the yellow line too, that Brock will have the first down.
Now you're going to see up top there, you're going to see the Reed, the senior, coming off strong and fast, getting underneath the arms and forcing Osweiler out of the pocket.
Osweiler had Aaron Pflugrad open for a first down throw underneath, but gave Osweiler credit. It wasn't there. Didn't waste time. Put his foot in the ground. Went and got the first down with his feet.
Arizona State's a mess on formations too. Gary Taylor came off the field and he came back on, and finally the Sun Devils are going to call a timeout. Well, Dennis Erickson's team has not been able to muster much offense. Just picked up the first down. We'll see if they can keep it going.
How do we rise to the challenges before us? Arizona State University.
Three BCS Bowl berths on the line on an ESPN Family of Networks Saturday. The Dr. Pepper ACC Championship game, Seminoles and Hokies. Christian Ponder, Tyrod Taylor, two of the fine veteran quarterbacks in college football. UConn can win the Big East if it can beat South Florida on the road on ESPN2 at 8 Eastern. And the winner of the Oklahoma-Nebraska game, the Dr. Pepper Big 12 Championship tilt, will go to the Fiesta Bowl. Brock Osweiler showing off the big arm, looking for Bell out there, and again an opportunity for an interception. The freshman Jonathan McKnight, Joe's little brother, on the coverage.
At least he looked off left initially. At least Osweiler was looking to the left of the field, trying to open up and get a little separation for his receiver to the right.
Guys, Brock Osweiler to me looks like he's got the deer in the headlights look a little bit. He's figuring out that starting quarterback playing that position inside the Pac-10, you're not just going to throw for 380 yards each and every week. He's finding out it's a tough deal, tough position.
Osweiler got drilled, and a tremendous play by his wide receiver to keep that from being an interception. Mike Willie stepped in front of Joe Perkins.
Now, these receivers now at Arizona State are going to have to realize that their quarterback is indeed struggling. They're going to have to fight extremely hard for the ball that's in the air.
Tui Halamaka doing a nice job on the stunt, working inside to beat the double team. I'll say this, though, too, guys. As a quarterback, you can't just throw the football up down the middle of the field when there's pressure. That thing's got to be thrown away. That ball could have been intercepted.
Tui Halamaka, one of the young defensive linemen on a senior-laden offensive and defensive lineman for Arizona. Osweiler getting out quickly. Brock hit out across the 30 before Adam Hall is there to chase him out of bounds. Osweiler again moving the change with his feet. He's been more effective as a runner than a passer.
Absolutely, Reese. You know, you are what you are sometimes. And in this half right now in this football game, with not the vision down the field, his legs, his feet, break it and go. Do it.
We talk about the benefit every week of guys like Cam Newton at Auburn, Terrell Pryor at Ohio State, and their ability to move the chains with their legs. That is huge. If a quarterback can do that 2 or 3 times over the course of a game, really helps out a play caller like Noel Mazzone.
It's going to take one defender off that defense out of the coverage and make them respect the legs on the scramble.
Marshall. Nothing. Maybe a pickup of 1.
Not to mention also this is going to help the offensive line because it's going to tire that defensive line down while they're running around trying to chase Osweiler.
It's funny because Arizona defensively does not want to blitz Osweiler because of the quick passing game of Arizona State. They're comfortable just having 4 guys rush each and every play. It'll be interesting to see the cat and mouse game, the chess game between both play callers trying to deal with Osweiler's running ability.
Gave him 2 on the carry. Now Osweiler will throw on 2nd down. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Robert Golden has been on lockdown mode so far in this first half on the outside of the field for Arizona. That's a couple times tonight now. He has been right in the hip pocket of the wide receiver.
Yeah, and I think what you're finding here now is that the defensive backs are a lot more confident, and they've seen a lot of balls thrown up. They're feeling it. They know they're in the zone. They've got a chance.
Osweiler on 3rd down. Started to run. Now he's got a receiver wide open, and he completes the pass. Jarrell Robinson, who's been Osweiler's favorite target tonight. Adam Hall on the stop. It'll be another 1st down for the Sun Devils. 24 yards on the pickup.
Now, you saw that Osweiler wanted to start running, and as the play develops and his feet break and he starts to scramble, Paul Vassallo, 41, he's in the middle. He's back here, and he's spying. Seeing him at the 40, it forced the quarterback to stop and throw the football.
The pump fake. There goes Osweiler again, those long strides. He won't get away from Jake Fisher.
Going back to that 3rd down, let's give Osweiler a lot of credit because twice on this drive already, he went and got the 1st down with his legs. And on that last 3rd down, disciplined enough to keep his eyes downfield. And for the 2nd time tonight, has found a 1st down throwing the football after a scramble.
So not only does he get it with his legs, but maybe he's getting a little more lathered up, and he's stop thinking, just play, react.
Osweiler fires it on now. You see a little arm strength. First catch of the night for Kerry Taylor. His uncle John, a receiver of some note, I would say, with the 49ers. Love it, Jerry Rice.
Yeah. Had a big catch in a Super Bowl against the Cincinnati Bengals from a guy called Joe Montana, maybe.
Kerry's dad, Keith, also played in the NFL, and he's had a fine senior season. That is 49th catch of the year. Osweiler, Brooks Reed welcomes him to the Territorial Cup.
Now this is on the running back because Brooks Reed, he's going to be over on the end line of the scrimmage on the left side, and this running back, once you come in there, Marshall's got to stick with him. Can't just do a one-punch, throw it, and lose your balance.
You know, this defense had 27 sacks 3 weeks ago. And they hadn't had a sack in 3 games because they were playing a lot of teams that were running the football, and it was getting this D-line very frustrated. They're doing a good job tonight.
Couldn't get to Oregon, Stanford, or SC as we check in with John Saunders.
Well, Reese, coming up on the IBM halftime report, we'll have the May Day Minute, plus Mark will show us how to beat Auburn, plus the best of Dr. Lou. It's all coming up on the IBM halftime report. Back to you, Reese.
All right, John, I thought for a while that we were going to have to send our punters in this game in for a little visit with Dr. Lou.
There we go, Cal.
Double time on the feed for that.
Yeah, a little positive thinking, but it's picked up here later in the half, and now finally Arizona State has picked up its offense late in the half. This is easily their best drive of the night. About to snap it for the 13th time, but after the Brooks Reed sack of Osweiler, young quarterback looking at 19 yards needed for the 1st down. On 2nd down. Little screen, Middlebrooks. Middlebrooks chased down and tackled, and Paul Vassallo making the play.
Paul Vassallo told us yesterday he was anticipating a lot of screen throws from his Arizona State offense. They average 12 different types of screen passes each and every game, whether it's a tunnel screen, smoke screen, or a screen like that. Good job doing your homework.
And the thing that impressed me the most there is not only the knowledge, but then the athletic ability to go make the play.
Remember, Weber kicked a 52-yard field goal earlier in the half. Arizona State doesn't have to be too greedy here. Try to get it inside the 35, give Weber a chance in the final seconds of the first half. Osweiler firing. He's got his man, and it is Taylor on the grab, his second of the night. The clock is sitting at 8 seconds.
Well, you're seeing a different quarterback now that he's run the ball a lot. Personally, he's probably fatigued a little bit, but just stepping up in the presence in the pocket. Here's what he's looking at. Now, he's not thinking about running. Step up, and look down the field.
That's the advantage of being 6'8" in the pocket. You can see the entire field over top of the offensive lineman and the defensive lineman. This is a very impressive 14-play drive at the end of the first half with an opportunity now to put points on the board before you go in at halftime. Dennis Erickson and company right now trying to decide, do they have one more chance to throw it in the end zone, incomplete, get a field goal? 8 seconds, you're way out. I'm kicking this.
Yeah. It's the last thing you want to do at this point. He picked up 19 on 3rd and 19, much more than he needed to get Weber within range, but I don't know. What do you think? Probably from this distance, 6 seconds to at least to get it in a little too close to
kick it.
Take the chance?
I think you reflect back to where this drive started and how close you were to having to punt the football to Arizona. Be grateful, thankful that you've come down and found momentum with your quarterback and a shot for 3.
Teams have struggled on 3rd down tonight. The Sun Devils converted on 4 third down plays, including the most recent one. This one will set up the field goal attempt for Weber. 36 yards out. Weber trying to put the Sun Devils up by 6, and he does. We had 3 seconds remaining in the first half. Good drive for Arizona State right before halftime. They're up by 6, 3 ticks to play here in Tucson in the first half.